For people out there that don't know what a weightlifter and a bodybuilder, what's the difference, I'm gonna explain it to you. A bodybuilder is primarily concerned with contracting his muscles. He contracts his muscles against greater and greater amounts of resistance. By doing that, he's able to stimulate hypertrophy and make his muscles grow. A weightlifter is just concerned about moving weight. You know, and he can boast to you about how much he curls, how much he benches, you know, how much do you lift? You're a weightlifter. It's really not important to me. Primarily, what's important to me is being able to make my muscles contract efficiently. So I'm gonna get a stretch and a contraction. And I'm gonna be in control of it throughout the entire range of motion. Does that make sense?
Is he right? Should you focus on stretching and squeezing the muscle during your set, or should you focus on performing the reps and moving the weight? What's better? In 2018, researchers tested how focusing your attention, either internally or externally, can change your results in strength and muscle growth. 30 untrained men trained for 8 weeks, 3 times per week, doing 4 sets of 8 to 12 reps per exercise. One group used an internal focus, consciously contracting the target muscle. The other used an external focus, concentrating on simply moving the weight. After 8 weeks, the internal focus group saw a significantly greater increase in bicep thickness, 12% versus 7%, favoring the internal cue. For the quads, however, differences were minimal, showing only small or trivial effects between groups. What's really interesting, though, is that the authors believe that humans naturally have a stronger mind-to-muscle connection in the upper limbs versus the lower limbs because we use them more frequently. The study mentions that some participants in the internal group found it easier to focus on the bicep compared to the quad. The scientists speculate that this potential inability to isolate and feel the quads stems from lack of experience, since all 30 subjects were untrained. On the other hand, if your goal is to get stronger at an exercise, a lot of the data suggests that it's more beneficial to have an external focus for performance-based goals, like getting stronger or sport-specific things. So, what should you use? Well, that depends on your goals. If your goal is to get stronger, you should adopt more of an external focus and use it on the lifts that you want to be stronger at. If your goal is to put on muscle, you should adopt more of an internal focus and use it to isolate the muscle that you're training that session.